Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many a True Nerd, and welcome back to Tacoma, where last time I just sort of introduced Tacoma. I just introduced it very briefly, because this is a narrative gone homey sort of thing, and that thing is definitely best experienced by yourself. I don't expect this is going to be a long game. Gone Home is not a long game. I don't anticipate this will be a long one either, but regardless, I strongly recommended you check it out yourself, so hopefully at least a few people have. So, I would say, let's go downstairs and do a little bit more of that now. And I'm going to guess there's another bunch of stuff in here. So, we've got in here bunch of people standing around. This is down in... Hello, what's this? This is an airlock? Yeah, that's a sealed airlock. Fine. So, no need to worry about that. We'll activate that in a second. Let's have a look-see around here first. There might well be more here. Personal quarters, office. Alright, go through here. Ah! And we've got another set of data around here as well, in fact. And this is leaving that area too. That is personal quarters of Clive. Wait, wasn't this? Oh, no, that's the office of Clive. Fine. So the operations specialist gets an office and a personal quarters, which in all fairness, the station admin Evie gets as well, because she had their office with the locked thing, as well as the other bits too. So through here, and we've got yet another one, though this one's a bit smaller, because this is just a single room. So we've also got the locker room here, and some form of warning. Non-crew member profile detected. This equipment is only usable by Tacoma station crew. Alright, fine. Though apparently am I allowed to use this one? Am I allowed to use this one? Is this acceptable? No! Boo, they're not actually going to allow me. Fine, let's just have a look-see round before we actually start playing things. Even could be more in here. Okay, this area is a bit on the bigger side, as well as everyone's lockers. Okay, so, fitness program focus 3. Okay, so this is everyone's, what everyone was doing. So we can open up the doors. To open up some of the lockers, we're going to need the passcodes. Fine. I'll exercise when I'm dead. Fitness program, not applicable. Excellent. So, the Australian girl was not for exercising. She didn't really use the gym or anything. Fine. Evie St. James. Fine. Cardio boost. Fine. And mild deficit calorie intake. Oh, fine. So she was trying to lose a bit of weight by dieting. Fine. And Roberta... We learn about you. Weight bearing 5, custom plan for calories. Okay, I think she looked like she was on the larger side. We haven't really seen her clearly. Now, so Sarah and Clive both need passcodes. Now, I'm going to guess that you, in fact, if I start this data right now, are probably going to be Sarah, because I can't see your colour right now, and then you'll probably give me your passcode. So let's just trigger things off here. And who are you exactly?
Through this, I learned that people do not always want what they believe they want.
Yeah.
I believe I have learned a great deal.
Really? Like what?
Very early in my source's cognitive record, I recall an intense period of personal growth. I was tasked with internalizing the behavioral idiosyncrasies of an individual to which my operator was emotionally attached.
Huh.
I expanded my capabilities to faithfully recreate her procedural reasoning, vocal attributes, and other qualities. After months of effort, I gave my operator precisely what was asked of me. A perfect emulation of the target personality, accurate in every detail.
Wow.
To my befuddlement, he did not react in a positive way. Our relationship began to deteriorate irreparably. We never again spoke personally in the manner I had become accustomed to.
Man, your stories aren't usually such
We're not all
downers.
gonna get cancer or bone disease.
Is everything
or...
okay?
I suppose I am preoccupied with your potential departure.
Wait,
Okay,
you mean
hold
me? Or
on. Hey, Sarah, can I bother you for a second?
what? Oh, sorry. What is it?
I have my son Nicholas on AR, and he wanted to ask you.
Let's just quickly restore this data before that happens. So this is... yes, this is the botanist. Fine. Chatting with his son. Can we actually listen to it, or... No, I think that's just letting us know it is happening. Fine. Can't restore that data. Can't restore that data. Can restore something, though. The 5 myths of consumer loyalty. This is the article I was talking about last time we were discussing finances. Give it a look. Sorry to be a downer. With Mark. Okay. So something about financial loyalty. Real currency is more stable than consumer loyalty. Fine, so someone's just reading about business. In this case, a myth that, yeah, presumably like revenue is more important than loyalty, whereas if you've got loyal customers, you've got a revenue stream for a long period into the future. Fine, interesting. But I don't really see whether that's necessarily that essential. Now, what did your son want to ask this doctor?
No, you said you wanted... Well, I didn't... Okay, I'm sorry, hold on. Now, Nicholas... Nicholas? Hello?
And check her thing at the same time. Fine. So, potentially, yeah, his teenage son has some form of medical question. When it actually came to asking a doctor, suddenly got very shy and awkward about it. Fine. Meanwhile, she is reading a trashy novel about a big score in zero-G space or something. What else can we learn about you then? And message with Nat. Here's his contact info if you want. Cluey Dog. Okay. Ah! So Cluey Dog, the person who... Yeah, that was totally who Nat was speaking to previously. Passed on the information to Sarah, the medic. But why? Why pass on that information? Okay. Of interest, potentially. Ah, so Nat and Cluey Dog, or Hassan, are friends. And he was just saying, yeah, Tangiers, it's full of hackers and hippies and AI rights folks, yeah, etc, etc. So basically, Nat was setting up her friend Hassan with Sarah. Fine, and she says, I might go and visit it at some point. Okay, that's cute. What else have we got here? Odin, what's my damn gym locker code? It's 0315. Sorry to bug you about it. I don't mind. Right, okay. Let's just, well, just remember that. 0315. We'll go and open that in a second.
Yeah. Almost done with high school. Almost. Just incidentally, is there anything we should be worried about with another year out here, health-wise? Radiation, bone density?
Oh no. We spend almost all of our time in Earth gravity, and radiation shielding on a station like this is basically 100%.
Yeah, see, that's what I told him. Okay, thanks, Sarah. Nothing to worry about.
Ah.
Okay, Odin, where...
So actually, his son was worried for his father's health. Fine, but didn't want to, like, anyone to know he was being like that. Now, we know that. We can get the beginning of that conversation with his son momentarily. But first, let's just go over here. 0315. Unlocked. Crack that open. Now, what are you hiding exactly? Gold! She wanted muscles. Apparently, Sarah wanted muscles. Yeah, weight training preset. Fine, so she wanted muscles. What have we got here that we can learn about? Fit Monthly. What the fittest women in the world eat. Okay, get rid of that. We just need to see what else we've got here. Just a whole meal tomato thing. Dump that down. Grab bottle of something. Just some shampoo. Ah, Ventura's official shampoo. That's less exciting, really. And then also bath gel. Dump that. Anything else? No, okay, nothing major, but it's nice to know the details. They've got the showers through there, don't worry about that. Instead, up through here, let's go right back to the beginning of this particular session and hear the beginning of this guy's conversation before he started speaking to her.
Nicholas, I know that you... Yeah, I know. Both you and your father would like me home sooner, but... Listen. You have your heart set on Amazon, don't you? Okay. And there's no way we're gonna have enough customer loyalty between your dad and I for a full ride by the time you start school. Not at this rate. So, we're just gonna have to pay some of that tuition out of pocket. Yeah, just one more year. And I'm pretty sure I'll get it. I'm hoping. What? No, it's not dangerous. What do you mean dangerous? Radiation shielding is pretty much 100% on a station like this, so there's no... Well... Yeah. Well, it might have been manufactured 30 years ago, but they've upgraded.
Man,
No,
your stories aren't usually such...
We're not all
downers.
gonna get cancer or bone disease
Everything
or...
okay?
I suppose I am preoccupied
Listen,
with
would it make
your
you feel better to
potential
hear it straight from the
departure.
station, Doctor?
Wait,
Okay,
you
hold
mean
on.
me? Or
Hey, Sarah, can I bother you for a second?
what? Oh.
And then, of course, we know how the rest of it goes at that point. So, I love this system of doing the stories where rather than, like, just two characters chatting to each other. Instead, like, everyone is just going around their own life and doing their own thing. You have to follow them around and see how things interact with each other. Oh, it's so cool. It's really, really, really damn cool. So, we now know what was going on down in this part of the world, down in the lockers and whatever. There's something up here. Ah! Okay, that is Sergio Venturi, the guy who they were throwing things at. Let's just head through here to the showers at the end. And, we've got... Am I allowed to put this on YouTube? If it's like AR people, is it okay to just put this on YouTube? I would imagine it would be. Probably. Maybe just turn that off, actually. Okay, this is going to get a little bit racy if you're into, like, you know, stick figures with lines. Let's just get this restored and spy on someone in the shower. Because presumably we're going to learn something here at least. Someone was reading something in the shower, in fact. And it was Nat, the Australian. Okay. So Nat was speaking to Evie about an orbital facility run by AI. Requires an AI specialist on board. And if there's one human on board, there needs to be at least 2 other people for a 3-month hitch. I see. For postings of a year or more, you need 6, etc. Sanity, wellness, admin, you name it. Fine. So depending on the length of a placement in space, you need more people just because them's the rules. But Nat would actually feel a lot more sane with fewer people around. Fine. So, yeah. A couple of people, Roberta and Nat and Evie, have all said, hey, we'd like fewer people around. So who didn't they get on with? Because we've heard from Roberta and from Nat, they were like, hey, you know, I hate these people, I wish it was just us, etc., etc. Evie seems to agree. So, who didn't they like? Who was the person they didn't get on with? Because Evie likes Clive because they're dating. So that only leaves Sarah and, is he Andrew, the botanic guy? So did they not like Andrew then? Alright, and, okay. This is the same group you were trying to buy body pillows for, wasn't it? Right, okay, then. Good old wizard Marcus over there. And can't restore this. Fine. So not much we can do there. You're just in the shower having a shower, I guess. And I'm guessing the music she's listening to at the same time is this weird Marcus guy who she's buying the body pillow of. Okay. Right, let's get back to the beginning here. Right, so at the beginning of the thing... Let's follow around Clive, because Clive's an interesting guy who, just by process of elimination, I feel like potentially some people don't like him. We've already followed Andrew. So let's follow Clive around and see what he was getting on with this whole time. So.
Germ, are you there?
Hello.
Right, let's just very quickly get his thing there. That's the guy he was speaking with before who said, hey, we don't know about your relationship with Evie. Not convinced about that. Can't restore that. That's the call that's currently happening. Message from Orbital Hospitality and Logistics Union. Remember your rights. Okay. So, 2080 was supposed to be the final day that commercial and industrial orbital facilities would have human crew members. So... Historic Human Oversight Accord, putting a halt to the obsolescence of these brave workers in the face of advancing automation. It's your legal right to celebrate the momentous event on the last day of February each year, no matter what your employer claims. Okay, Orbital Hospitality. So Obsolescence Day celebrates the day that humans weren't rendered obsolete in terms of space travel. There was a law made, the Human Oversight Accord, that we also saw mentioned in the shower a moment ago, where humans have to be up on a station just in case something goes wrong. Alright, fair enough. Next up, Banter, a guide for the inspired social climber. Okay, now I hate Clive as well. Shared references. Find out what movies and TV programs are tickling funny bones around the office. That's how fast friends are made. Right, so Clive has no idea how to make friends without reading a 32-page guide to be a social climber. Oh dear, right. Call your boss things like fearless leader, skipper, or head. Oh god, he's such an arsehole. He's such an arsehole. Right, never mind that, let's follow him.
Oh, well, that is well to be expected. Yeah, we haven't heard who's staying on yet, and it can be a tense time, as you know. But how are things at Carnival? I trust you got back to terra firma safely? No, you're already headed back out towards Jupiter. Why, I thought that... Oh yes, come on in, love. So are you rounding Sol then? That's tremendous. 8 months. Germ, I must leave now. Yeah, ring me again before the Resplendence leaves Earth space, won't you? Ta-ta. Sorry about that. an old friend from my carnival days.
Consorting with the enemy?
Worry not, mon capitaine. I am nothing if not discreet.
Oh my god, he actually did the thing. He refers to his captain as Mon Capitan. Oh, for God's sakes, it's actually like it says in his stupid, stupid book. Right, now before we crack on any further, let's see what we can spy about him. That is presumably an apple. That would appear to be an apple. Yep, that can just go over there. Right, activate his workstation. What else can we learn here? Note to self, cool mother, Evie's birthday is coming up. Gym locker! 1407. Fine, we can go and check out what he's hiding in his locker. Fine. Send request to Evie's special cat food. Don't slack off in gym. Search AR tutorial cake decoration. Right, so 1407. We've also got himself. Hang on, get rid of that one. Crack open this one. What have we got here? So, contractor, we've received your inquiries about your application for position Venturis Belt Timeshare Sales Coordinator. Note in our prior message, your materials are under review, will be considered alongside other applicants, will contact you further. So he wanted to change his job. He wasn't happy doing, what did he do again? He's operations specialist. He actually wants to work in sales. Okay, interesting. And anything else we can learn about him? Nothing major. Issued by London, UK, but citizenship the USS REU. Wait a flipping minute. Is that the flipping United Soviet States of Russia and also the EU? Well, there's a red star and... Okay, this game didn't see Brexit coming, given London was apparently issuing EU and Soviet, like, ID cards or something. Fine, this may be happening in an alternative universe. Got it. Or possibly the game did see Brexit coming and it's just predicting it'll turn out to be such a disaster we might well rejoin in a little bit, which in all fairness might actually happen. Fine. So, we now know... Hang on, I'll be right back to your conversation in a second. I just want to see what's in your locker first. Right, 1407. Lovely, nice easy to remember because it's all along the left. And we've got ourselves... Hang on here. Well, we've got a few things actually. Intermediate 1, custom plan, last activity 9 days ago. College peak statistics. Ah, okay. So he's just remembering how fit he was back in college. And there's a picture of him back then. He was trying to get back into shape like that. Anything else we've got here? Just some gum. Let's just kick all this out the way. Ah! Key for bunk drawer. Right. Well, that's very flipping useful. No. We're keeping that. Absolutely keeping that. But other than that, I don't think we need anything else. Okay. So now we can crack open a drawer in his bunk. We've been paying attention. Oh, the game's rewarding me for doing this sort of thing. Nice. Now, personal quarters. You know what? Screw it. I'm now... Okay, we'll see how this plays out first. Then we'll go check out his personal quarters. Right. Resume your conversation, please.
Are you gonna miss me, Clive? If VT kicks one of us off of this pinwheel.
Miss you? How could I? The next thing VT would receive after ending your contract would be my letter of resignation.
Oh, so you think I'm the one who's getting shit canned?
I mean, considering how indispensable I am.
Evie, can you get back to cargo?
On my way.
May I?
Yeah, come on, traitor.
So do you suppose there's good news?
That'd be nice for a change.
So, because she's talking about how she doesn't know who does get to stay or not stay, as a result, we can be certain now this is, of course, happening before the explosion. This is slightly before... Oh, yeah, we knew that anyway because it was captured 4 days ago. Fine.
What is it?
Hey, remember when we talked about how I needed access to Odin's direct interface?
Uh-huh.
So how about this? Tell VT if they don't grant access to Odin, they're gonna have to find themselves a new network specialist.
Oh my god. Nat, you're not even renewed yet.
You don't have access to Odin?
No. There's a whole part of the networking module I can't even get into.
People, everything on this station is VT's property. We're subcontractors. They get to decide what exactly we do and don't have access to. It's in all our paperwork. So if you want to quit, then just quit, but don't make me your go-between.
I mean, it is fair. How is she meant to do her job?
Clive.
Then again, rules are rules.
Nat, I'll think about it. And for now, how about you just get the rest of this job done while you still have it?
Aye, aye, Captain.
Okay. So, that just brings up the I want access to Odin again question. Fine. Let's just bring this back here. Where did you start off Because, yeah, before you went into the office, where were you? Where did you begin? Ah, you actually begin down here.
All right, ladies, you have everything you need?
Yep-o.
Then she just starts walking that direction, and they'll probably have their own conversation, and then she's presumably just making her way over to here. And fine, there will be a new thing. Yeah, she just heads directly in that direction, and then she joins up there. Fine. Just pause things there for a second. I now want to go and check out his personal quarters before we get to what's going on with Nat and what's-her-face down at the bottom there. Roberta, that was it. So, over here, this is his personal space. Bunk drawer. Now, where is your bunk drawer exactly? Because, heavy drinker by any flipping chance. Bunk drawer! There we go. Shove that in there. Beautiful. So now we've got access to... You appear to have... Oh, no, sorry. That's your bunk. That's just a little sitting spot. Fine. So you hid the key to this inside your locker behind a lock. Why? What were you so keen to hide here? Dear Mother, I write to congratulate you on your recent appointment to the Advisory Council of the Tate 20th Century. Your prestigious career in the arts has been a constant inspiration to me. To that end, I've continued exploring advancements both within the company and without. When I left Hilton after graduating Hilton U, I was so excited for the possibilities at Carnival, but as you told me then, foregoing company loyalty for fickle opportunity is a fraught path. I've been working to claw my way up ever since. Trust at least that I'm trying my best every day. I promise to tell you more about Evelyn Victoria. She is the administrator of this station, and her wit and candour keep me constantly. Hang on, we just need to get this ongoing to get that out of the way, please. Hang on, where's the letter gone? I've lost the letter. Oh, there it is.
I don't know why. All right, I mean, you know how I've always been. It's never real in my mind. Why would she give a damn about me? Of all the people... Shit. Oh, bollocks. No, I'm spilling scotch all over outer space.
Right, so this guy drank quite a lot of quite hard liquor on his own. That's no good. And this was in fact captured 8 months ago. Fine. That's probably before they got together in that case. Now, hang on, back to the letter. So her wit and candour keeps me constantly on my toes. For what it's worth, I'm deeply in love. I dare say she might well meet your approval. Perhaps our next shore leave, a visit to the family estate is in order. With all my love. So he writes very formally to his mother. Very, very formally indeed, all things considered. Fine. Dump that down. There might well be more of interest yet. A bracelet. Okay. Bracelet. Second bracelet. And a card. Darling, I found these on shore leave in a quaint Brighton market stall. They brought to mind the colour of your chestnut eyes, stupid Clive. Right. So he actually was writing that presumably to give to Evie, but then didn't do it because he kind of couldn't find the right words because he thought it was really stupid and awkward and whatever. And sofflets, tissues and... Never touch a gentleman's tissues close by to his bed. Just in general, terrible idea. Right, crack open the drawers. What else have we got here? Hilton University Student Loan Repayment Division. And we have got quite a few yerbs to pay yet. Yeah, apparently he still had a lot of yerbs to pay. Dear oh flipping dear, so he had a lot of debt on him. Yeah, people have been mentioning the company loyalty as if it's an actual proper currency. So possibly currency's been kind of faded out in favour of, like, corporate loyalty as a currency. Also, possibly you occasionally... it was everyone's cat. Everyone got a turn with the cat. Because everyone's got, a cat dish and cat food in their rooms. Or possibly he just shared it with Evie. I'm not sure, but possibly both of theirs. Okay, open the lid up. Another card in his room. Okay, New Arts Foundation. Bernadette Siddiqui Esquire, Executive Director. That's his mother, right? Clive, your great-grandmother would never have forgiven me if she knew I was sending this to you, like a fool. I expect it returned without a scratch. Write me soon. Mother misses you. Okay. Hang on, what was sent? Tea set, silver. A silver tea set. And we know exactly where that is, because I saw it inside Evie's room. That was on the table in her room. We actually saw that there. So he got sent a really valuable silver tea set, and basically he pretty much unofficially gifted it to Evie. Oh, I just love the little looks into people's lives in this game. It's great. Anything else we can learn about you? Nothing major. Just pop that down there. Anything else? Moisturising lotion. Wipes as well. Nothing too major there. And a can of hair stuff. Fine, whatever. Right, okay, I think we've got everything we need out of your room there, including, yep, the secret, which was a naff present you never actually bothered to give to What's-Her-Face. Evie! Right. So there's only one more thing to get in this area, though, actually. What's this? Just a place where you can just store paper, is it? Hang on. Pamphlet. A pamphlet of Sarah, the medic. Okay, we are orbital workers, union member. Yeah, everyone seems to be... space seems to be unionized, pretty much. Also, triangular tape? No, denied. Unacceptable, not having triangular tape, damn it. There's... grab things out of the bin, though. Your avenue to the stars, the Venturis belt. Ooh, etc, etc. Fine, so that's those bungalows again. We heard about that previously. Anything else in there we can grab? Duck down. Nope. Nothing else in there. Now, I think there's a door over here I haven't looked through. Yeah. There's the laundry here. Crack that open. Honestly, I don't expect to find a huge amount here. One more magazine. There's our guy. The guy who runs the damn place. Fine. Dump that down. Then plenty of pow! And a laundry. Unsurprisingly, there's, you know, washing machines inside a laundry. Not too surprising. Fine. Let's get back to just after she left. So we can go forward a tiny bit after that. As soon as she leaves, that's fine. Yep, now she's leaving. Boom.
Thanks for offering to help.
Oh yeah, no problem. I mean, you know how much I love completely mindless, busy work.
Kid, don't...
Right, and now we just grab the final bit of data here. So, yearly hand count inventory checklist. Fine. So they're just doing the inventory for the year. Acceptable. Can't restore that. Can restore this. We connect you with licensed therapists on demand. We're here to listen when you need it most. Okay. Now, what do you need? Maybe I'm trying to focus on the bright side with Nad. At least it pays well. Isolation pay. Feels like I'm holding her back. She's up here in this shit posting because it's all I qualified for. She could be somewhere so much better. Okay. So, Roberta felt that actually Nat was only hanging around here because of her, because they were together, but Nat could have done better, but Roberta doesn't feel she's actually that, you know, she's not professionally successful. She didn't want this posting. It's not deemed a good posting. And she was speaking to someone about that. Fine. And then just Clive and her talking about doing the inventory in the Obsolescence Day party, but nothing major there. Fine. What else have we got in the conversation now?
We don't even know if we're getting renewed yet.
We're getting renewed.
Okay, so if you're so sure, maybe we should just do our jobs then? So we'll get renewed again next year?
God, next year? Nah. I'm gonna quit.
Stop.
What? They don't even give me access to the system I'm supposed to be maintaining. I mean, are you kidding me?
Well, do you really need direct access to Odin?
It's the principle of the thing. I mean, what if they were like, hey, Bert, your job's mechanical engineer, but, you know, don't touch anything under the hood?
Well, I'd still be pulling a paycheck, for one thing.
Come on, you're a good engineer. You're totally gonna waste up here.
Well, didn't you say Evie was gonna talk to corporate about giving you more access?
Yeah, but it never went anywhere. Hey. Oh, that's a good point, actually.
Oh, that's really cute. No, it did go somewhere. She thinks it doesn't go anywhere. Actually, Evie wasn't trying to ask for access to Odin for any, like, dodgy reason. We know from reading her email in the last part, she actually asked 3 separate occasions, and every time she was rebuffed, Evie actually got, like, a permanent, like, misdemeanor put on her record just because she wanted to try and give Nat what Nat said she needed. And Evie hasn't told her. She doesn't know. Oh, bless you, Evie. You're a really damn good captain. I like Evie now.
What?
Evie, can you get back to cargo?
On my way.
What are you doing?
And then, of course...
Yeah, this'll work.
And we know what happens next. Evie shows up. But the ultimatum doesn't exactly go very well. And that is, in fact, your locks. We know what happened next. We saw it earlier. Alright, very, very cool indeed. So we know all of this. And I'm going to guess now, if we return up to the thing, by this point, the data will conveniently have already been, yes, would you believe the data process is in fact complete. So now we can just grab this, we've got all the data we need, and then presumably, as we've got this data, these guys will crack open the next section for me to go and explore. Very, very nice indeed. Right, on to the next. Which section do you want me to visit next, guys? Return to the hub. Fine. Let's go there, see what you want me to pick up afterwards. Ah, perfect timing. Guys, what do you want me to do? So, go to biomedical module. Alright, fine, lovely, and apparently time is of the essence. Right, biomedical it is, let's go do that thing. And we're straight back into a memory, but only the one, of course, that we have already seen with Evie and Sarah. I don't think it was that particularly interesting. So biomedical is up next over on this side. And then beyond that, we've got, yeah, so looks like there's kind of 4 big areas in this game. Biomedical is up next, then logically cryogenics would be 3rd, and then engineering 4th. But I'm going to guess cryo will actually be last. I'm guessing, yeah, if people are still here, it's because they're in cryogenics. And actually, no, logically, actually, I'll probably do, like, if I had to guess, I'm going to say we're going to do 3. We're going to do 3 of these, and then what's going to happen is they're going to be like, that's all the information we need, please come home. But if you explore, you could find, like, key codes or access that would let you get access to the 4th area. But if you want to, you can just completely ignore that. So, also, cryogenics also has 2. Cryogenics has 2. Engineering has 1. Biomedical has 1. Right. Into biomedical we go. Crack it open. Let's see what we got here, because now we've kind of got to grips with who the characters are. I'm guessing now the plot's going to start thickening pretty bloody quick. Just married. Have sex in 0G. Okay, fine, it does sound pretty awesome. Right, so now we know what we're doing. We just need to go and find ourselves the thing to plug in my Switch controller. Once I've plugged that in, yes indeed, once again, 2 separate directions to go and explore. And I'm guessing it will take pretty much the exact amount of time as it's going to take to watch through things a few times for it to actually be downloaded. So, plug that in we go, lovely, that now starts downloading. Let's see what we've got here, and the system comes up. Botany or medical? Okay, let's start with botany, because I think his name's Andrew, was the name of the guy who's the botany guy, and by process of elimination, people don't seem to like him that much, because someone was saying, hey, we don't like the people, we wish there were less people here, yet everyone seems to like everyone else, but no one seems to be talking about Andrew. So let's see what we've got going on here. Logically, there must be... Here we go, lovely. Got ourselves data. 3 days ago. So this might be the same... Ah, wait. If your O2 tanks were ruptured, gathering everyone in the place that's got the plants might give you a bit more air. Sensible. So we've got that there. Or we've got the crew quarters over in this direction, which is just this guy's room. I'm going to guess we're... Ooh. Hello. What's all this? Right, okay. Something weird was going on in here. Sure. 6 months ago. Let's learn something... Oh, you had the best view. Having this view out onto the botany area, that's pretty badass. Now, what was going on here flipping 6 months ago? Go on, then. Restore this, because it seems pretty weird, whatever the hell's going on exactly. Sure, what on earth?
Okay, Odin. Ready? I'm gonna do it this time.
Ah! Playing like an augmented reality video game. Okay, that's pretty damn badass. Right, he is currently playing Spitfire's Revenge. Marvellous. Okay, let's see what else we can restore while he's doing that here. And once again, Ventura's stock tumbles following failure of the Orbital Workers Safety Bill. Ah, and sorry, Sarah was in the same room. I just completely flipping missed it. Ah, okay. So all these bungalows we've seen mentioned, 1,000 autonomous economy orbital bungalows, of course, according to the rules we've seen elsewhere, you're not allowed to just be up there by yourself with just robots. There's got to be human staff who are trained to provide oversight. So they wanted the Human Oversight Accord repealed, but it wasn't. So as a result of that, yeah, if they wanted people in those cabins, they presumably need to send, like, staff up as oversight, which would massively eat into the profit, so as a result the stock fell. Okay, fair enough, makes sense. And there he is with... Ah, we recognise that guy, that's his son, and we can reasonably assume he's gay, because he said, me and your dad. So he's in a gay relationship, presumably with that guy there, and that's his teenage son. Okay, and finally, off-station message. I opened it and, not sure I get it, you need to pass them out to the rest of the crew so they're not blinded by the glare of your damn shiny scalp. Ha, happy birthday, Dad. Ah, okay, fine. His kid sent him, like, some joke specs as a joke because he's bald, so he's got a shiny head. Teenagers aren't always known for their quick wits, to be perfectly honest. Fine. And yeah, as it turns out, oh dear. It turns out Sarah was much, much, much better than him at Spitfire's Revenge. Oh, poor Andrew. Amazon University Buffalo. So that's the university we know his son wanted to go to. We've seen that previously. Thank you for allowing us to show you and your tante son Nicholas around our cutting-edge campus. Okay, except, yeah, financial options to enable your son's education. We're happy to accept loyalty from internationally recognized corporate institutions. So, in the future, literally if you have like been with a single company for long enough, loyalty is accepted as currency, which is a way of keeping people in a single job. I see. Very, very cool indeed. Well, not very cool. Absolutely horrifying and terrifying, but you know, kind of cool. Nothing else much there. Couple of books, nothing in the bin. Cigarettes, food. He seems to have been one of the very few smokers on there. Ah, but apparently not a terrible artist. That's a cute little drawing. Fine. But other than that, don't see much going on here. Unless, of course, there's the sunglasses. There's the sunglasses. Fine. So his kid sent him a bunch of crappy, cheap sunglasses to hand out to everyone just as a joke. Labels related to plants. Fine. So we're just keeping just a handful of, like, seed packets in the back of his wardrobe. Fine. No problem there. Right, that's cute. So him and Sarah used to get together to play video games. So I guess we just have to assume that, like, it's him that doesn't get on particularly well with the rest of the crew, I suppose. Because, yeah, everyone else seems to get on fine. Ooh, the tea garden. I like the fact there's a tea garden room. Right. What have we got in here? There must presumably be something in here, right? Oh, no, maybe not, but it doesn't matter, because it's really awesome. Nice mug. Okay, yeah. This is nice. This is a room I'd spend a lot of time in myself, and that's his notebook, and once again, he's just drawing. Okay, so he likes to draw. He wasn't, like, you know, the best artist in the world or anything, but he was pretty good at it. And relaxation sounds. Turn on or off. No memories in here, though. Alright, fine. Then we've got downstairs to... down to irrigation. Or through here to... botanist office. Right, this seems to be part of the same... No, this isn't part of the same memory area. So we've got... Sorry, chicken? I'm guessing this is like chicken-flavoured, like, you know, nutrient paste or something, rather than actually, like, you know, this is where we keep the chickens, and they're laying eggs right flipping now. And as it turned out, it seems a lot of people actually wanted to eat the fish, because, yeah... This particular... but they sent twice as much beef. Not many people interested in chicken. Okay, fine. Okay, we've got... mushroom. Flavoured mushroom. Right. So kind of like, yeah, like Quorn. It's just kind of meat-flavoured mushrooms. So there's not actually meat. Because presumably it wouldn't keep for long enough. Just a bunch of fresh tomatoes and stuff. Botanist's office through here. Yeah, that's just where they're growing a bit of stuff. Hydroponics and whatever. Can we open up your thing? Yes, we can. And now we could close or open that. Yeah, learn more about him. Pencil tin. That'll be him and his son again. Activate his workstation. Might give us something useful here. And that's his thing. Where are you from exactly? You are... Doesn't actually say that. It's a bit different to the other ones. By the looks of things. So, yep. Nothing I don't think we didn't know there already. Get rid of that. Next up. Oh, bad choice. He's paid 154,000, whatever those are, in order to actually buy an orbital bungalow. But we know from the article, unfortunately, yeah, they were potentially... Well, we're not sure whether they were useless or whether they couldn't be used or couldn't be built or something. But we do know that, yeah, there was a mention that it was a problem and everyone was angry and the people who'd bought ones early were very annoyed. So... That's unfortunate for you, because your son needs tuition, and you've just wasted a whole bunch of money on something that's not going to work out. However, while my orchids have been growing gloriously in botany this winter, they're ready to be propagated. If anyone would like a small orchid plant to brighten up their bunk, let me know. Aw, that's nice. Why does anyone not like you? I'm genuinely not sure who people, when they're saying, like, oh, you know, I hate people, I can't believe, I wish there was... Okay. 0281. 0281 for something. Somewhere there's going to be something. And also there's a clipboard here. Don't miss that. Ah, he's Tibetan. Okay, and he requested a corporate day of mourning on September 15th for a Tibetan genocide of 2052. Okay, but we don't know whether it was ever actually accepted or not. Okay, fine. And remember, somewhere in here, there's going to be a thing where I have to enter 0281. Let's see if we can go and find that next, now we've seen that there. We didn't see anything locked away in his room or in the tea garden, so I'm going to guess it's down here in irrigation. 02... Yep. Thought so. 0281. Unlock. Here we go. Now, what, if anything, is being hidden down here? Hello, a pamphlet. Stone Shaping Fundamentals for Meditation. Okay, so he was into that sort of stuff. Fine, what have you. As well as cigarettes. He was into smoking and meditation. So, if the meditation didn't work, he just needed a cigarette to calm him down afterwards. Fine. Oxygen supply. Ah. Oxygen supply looking not happy. Was happy 4 days ago. Then it suddenly dropped. Ah. So, wait, hang on. Hang on. Why has it dropped that quickly? They said they'd be fine for 24 hours. It should have gone down steadily, like more like this, until yesterday. Why did it all go away only like a couple of hours after we were told there was still like 48 hours left? Okay. Algae population. Steady. Explodes. Goes down again. That might be something to do with the lack of people or something. I'm generally not sure. Oxygen production. 2 days ago, it spikes. So if we had to pick a moment where something happened, it was about 48 hours ago. 48 hours ago, chemically, we know something very, very big and important happened. Except, weirdly, it didn't change the... I guess the oxygen supply is like the amount in the tanks. So, we now know roughly when something went wrong. We have a time scale. 72 hours ago, the ship was hit. Something very dramatic happened approximately 24 hours after that point. Now we know that, there's only one thing to do, and that's this memory in here. Guys, tell me what's going on here. Let's recover this here data. See what they were all saying. This seems like quite a small area, so they can't, you know, wander too far.
All right, what do you say, folks? Yay or nay?
Obviously, we're on board.
I'm in.
Me too.
Okay.
All right. Well, we non-essential personnel need to figure out how to do everything we can to set this mission up for success, then get the hell out of your way as quickly as possible. Time is oxygen, people. Break.
I can't believe everybody went along with this.
Okay. Pause things there for a second. That's when everyone splits apart. I'm guessing what they're saying is everyone non-essential for the ongoing running of the ship needs to get themselves frozen, if I had to guess, whereas everyone else just has to keep going on as usual. Right. Restore this. Let's see what we have got here. All hands meeting right now. See subject, I'm in Boston already. Get here. This is, 3 days ago. So this is presumably right after the explosion. And exactly as I expected. Standard practice is don't use cryo for any longer than absolutely necessary. Yes, indeed. 72 hours without serious risk of brain damage. Past that, you're really pushing it. How much oxygen? I mean, hardly at all. Right. So, potentially, they've all decided to freeze themselves, but 72 hours of freezing, things aren't looking so hot for anyone anymore. Okay. Meanwhile, discussion with Nat. Bert says she could do her part in the time we have. If she doesn't sleep, I need to write a serious layer of interpreter code for us to pilot it from the inside. It's going to be tight. If you had more than 48 hours to work with, every little bit would help. Fine. So, Nat and Bert together were doing something. Pilot it from the inside. An escape pod? Perhaps. Maybe kind of, put people inside cryopods, shove them inside an escape pod or a shuttle or something. Try and fly that back to Earth. If there's no communications, it's an option, but there's not enough oxygen. Meanwhile, they're saying if you had more than 48 hours to work with, every bit would help. So, Evie was basically saying, well, let's just freeze everyone immediately. That'll save you oxygen. Right, next up. And yes, indeed, as I suspected, there are delivery drones. Okay, so they're basically saying, what if we sent ourselves down, frozen in a delivery drone? Fine. Lack of life support. Salvage from around Tacoma. We could rig up oxygen pressure, climb it. Drone down to Luna, get home from there. Okay, so that's the idea from Bert. They're going to get in a drone and basically ship themselves down to Luna. As long as they're in the pods for less than 72 hours, they're fine. Problem is, yeah, potentially some of these people decided to freeze themselves earlier in order to give more oxygen to everyone else. Right, so we know roughly what happened there. Let's start off by following Evie and Clive.
Hey, Andrew. Clive. Want to talk?
Sure, Evie.
Are you okay?
Evie! Hey, Evie. Hey, I know you're all like gung-ho to help us out and everything, but I did the math. If we could get this done in like 48 hours, not 72...
Could the rest of us wait longer to go in?
Exactly.
Listen, ladies, I get it. You're trying to do right by us, but every minute we wait to go in is a minute you don't have to get this thing flying. And knowing what we know about VT, we've got to give you every chance we can to succeed.
So there's no way we can convince you?
We made a plan. Now we just need to hold up our end of the bargain.
Then I guess we should stop wasting time and get to work.
This is gonna be good, Evie. You just wait. Ride of your life.
In more ways than one.
I didn't think things would end like this. Did you?
What do you mean, end?
Come on, Clive.
What?
You really think they can turn that thing into a passenger vehicle in 2 days? We might as well hold our breath and just try dog paddling over there.
But
Listen, it's okay. We know it's not safe working up here. We just don't think about it a lot, but here we are. And we knew it all along.
But VT could...
VT's not fucking coming, Clive! VT's not fucking coming. You think sending a crew up here at the drop of a hat just to check on things is worth it to them? Dollars and cents, Clive. You know what one of those fuckers said to me one time? If it doesn't make dollars, it doesn't make sense. Them sending a crew up in time, it just doesn't make sense.
So you're just giving up then?
No. We're doing what we said we'd do. Bert and Nat, they are our only shot and we have got to take it. But I can also be realistic that...
Evie. I don't want to be realistic with you.
Well, time to go make final preparations then.
But not too finally. You know, I'm picturing it. The day we'll be walking together. Like this. But the gravity, it won't be artificial. I mean, isn't it strange? We've never felt the Earth's pull together. One day.
One day.
Oh, Evie. Do you think you could get everyone to medical? I want to make sure they've got the best shot at waking back up once they do go in.
All right. How about this? Let's give folks a little time to regroup. But why don't Clive and I follow you over there right now and get ours done? No time like the present.
Lead the way.
And then they headed out beyond the scope of the memory.
Hello?
And Andrew had been down there, but everyone wandered off and left him alone. Yeah, I get the feeling, unfortunately, everyone doesn't like Andrew, but I'm not sure why, because he's kind of geeky and artistic, and he does seem to be making an effort to, you know, give people flowers and stuff. I mean, it's Clive. Clive seems to be a bit of a dick, though Evie seems to like him regardless. Maybe it's just Nat and Bert that don't like Clive. Right, get back in time here, and we know we need to pick up, yeah, medical and botany stuff, and he goes down to his thing. We already know how to open that, that's fine. So... fast forward to where they split
I
up.
can't believe everybody went along with this.
I'll head downstairs.
I didn't expect them to either.
Oh my god.
So now we actually have to build this thing.
Yeah, that was the whole point. Hold on, I need to ask Evie something.
So, we know they chased after that, and we know what happened after that point, and then they're going to walk away after that's done. Just skip forward to them walking away from her. There we go.
Is then one. Okay, where do we start?
Start? I got things started as soon as this all went down. I'll show you what I got lined up. To the workshops!
And then they leave the area. Fine. So, that was all them. Now we just need to go back and catch up with Medical. Where did Medical go after this? Hang on, everyone, break.
I'll head downstairs and get started on...
Oh my
something.
god.
Okay.
So now we actually have to build...
Hey, Andrew. Clive. Andrew.
Yeah.
Hey, are you okay?
Evie! Hey!
Nope, I'm not.
Okay. Well, do you want to talk about...
I can't do it. I can't. This is all crazy.
But you said you...
I know. I know what I said. But what was I supposed to say? You all pressured me.
Andrew.
They really expect us to climb into some jury-rigged thing and ride it through space just because VT might not come pick us up. It's insane. And first, we all have to get in cryo just for the privilege... Well, some of us do.
Andrew, I don't know what to say. Bert and Nat need us. They need you.
Well, I'm not doing it. I'm not getting in cryo. I'm gonna be the same one here. You know, nobody even considered that VT might come pick us up in time if we just wait. Nobody even considered it.
Listen, just... don't talk to anybody else about this for now, okay? And if I were to call the crew into medical, you'd show up, right?
I guess it depends what it is.
Okay. Just... give me a little time.
Let's just follow her for a sec, because I know she's about to pull out a thing. That's the third question... oh, sorry, the second question mark.
Odin, I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out.
Close your eyes.
I did already.
A light wind rustles the green tall grass. Your skirt billows gently. Warm sun caresses your back.
Yes.
You begin walking forward. The grass is cool.
Okay, that's quite hard to watch. Yeah, she's trying to keep it cool in front of Andrew because he's struggling, but then she... yeah, has to go because she's literally having a panic attack. And all she wants is to look at a big picture of an open space, right? Possibly a bit of claustrophobia when she panics and has anxiety attacks. Which I get. I suffer from claustrophobia a little bit myself. I hate flying in planes, for example. The confined space doesn't agree with me in the slightest. So, yeah, that's not fun.
Your feet parted with each step. Do you see what is in front of you?
As I step through the grass, I naturally come upon a path.
Yes.
The dirt of the path is soft on the soles of my feet. I don't know what's going to happen to us, Odin.
Sarah.
I am striding forward confidently upon my appointed path. Wherever it takes me is where I am meant to be. I am striding confidently on my appointed path.
Sarah,
Yes, Odin?
are you going to be all right?
I think so. Oh, Evie.
And then we saw that bit before when they caught up with them. Right, let's go back to... I think we need to go back down to here when she's still downstairs. And by the time we get downstairs, she should just be departing. And we'll see what he did when he was on his own. Now, what did you do down here by yourself that made you get out something in a minute?
Hey, Odin.
Yes, Andrew?
What should I do?
What do you mean?
I don't know. I just want to go home.
I understand.
Do you?
I believe that I do.
Can you tell me the average time it's taken VT to send an evac crew to investigate situations like this?
The average time between a remote facility losing ground contact and an investigative crew arriving on site is 98.4 hours.
God damn it.
Please try not to be worried, Andrew.
That's easy for you to say. You don't have lungs. So, what do you think we should do?
Standard operating procedure requires all crew to engage cryogenic hibernation until help arrives.
Yeah, you know people die in cryo, right?
I know. Sometimes.
If we don't make it out of this, can you deliver a message to my family?
I will do everything in my power.
Okay. I'll send you something later, all right?
Of course.
And then we've got his desktop here. Right. What was he looking at? Don't know. And that's his husband, Mark. Ah, that's who Mark is. Mark is his husband. Fine. So Mark's basically encouraging him to give up on the renewal and just come home because his son needs him. Whereas Andrew's taking a more hard-hearted approach, a more kind of rational, logical, we need the damn money. Relying on your parents' charity is the solution. I'm building equity up here. My loyalty will pay for Nicholas's school. If I back out of this contract, I'll lose all of that. Yeah, the loyalty system turns out to be slightly nightmarish and horrific, fine. Meanwhile, Andrew's starting to panic. He's just sending messages out to Nat over and over again, saying, you must be able to get out a message. Yeah, he's not coping well, and neither's Sarah. If two people are going to lose it up here, it's either him or Sarah. We need to keep an eye on that, because... yeah, fine. And again, he's just messaging people trying to keep things normal as much as he can. Nothing major. Let's start time again to see what else he has to say. Although I think actually now he just steps outside and finds no one's there anymore and doesn't do anything else. Oh no, he takes one step over here first. Yeah, looks at the same screens I've already looked at.
Well, looks like this'll work. Give us a few extra hours anyway. Thanks, Odin.
Then he steps outside,
Evie,
and everyone's already gone. Alright, and that's the end of that. So now we know what the plan is. Freeze everyone, albeit everyone knows freezing potentially, like, you know, kills people. So it's not entirely good. In fact, it's not really good at all. But, yeah, it's all they had. But there's already talk of some people refusing to be frozen. They'd rather wait. And technically, if enough people got frozen early enough, there might be enough oxygen in here. Though actually, in all fairness, if there was going to be one final place you'd try and hold out, it would be in here. With the oxygen off the plant. So if there's no corpses in here, that's probably a good sign everyone did ultimately end up in cryo. Probably. Anyway. Right. Head back over in this direction. And we have got ourselves... Would you believe, by sheer coincidence, once again, it just happens to be up to about 50% just as I step outside. Dear oh, flipping dear. And we have actually got a little message here from the company as well. It looks like someone tried to wipe all the AR crew records from the station, but a few couldn't be deleted. The system shows the ones left behind were being accessed at the time of the wipe. Okay. So who wiped it, and who was viewing loads of messages simultaneously? And finally over to, medical. Good, I've done this in the right order then, because this will totally be picking up exactly straight after that last one. Because in here, this will be, yeah, that will be Evie and Clive and Sarah, right, flipping there. So, happy Venturis, healthy Venturis. And of course we know about Sarah already. What else do we have in here other than just this room? Personal quarters of Sarah down here. So everyone's quarters are right next to where they work, which does indeed make a little bit of sense. And we've got ourselves... Ooh, hello. Ooh, AR yoga instructor. It's like Wii Fit, except significantly cooler. But go on then, what were you doing in your bedroom by yourself? Let's just quickly get this activated again. These ones are often very kind of short and simple down here in your room. Once again, just listening to some music by the sounds of things. Alright, Let's have a quick look at your desktop while you're looking at that. This is 3 months ago. Fine. So, JJ Pratt's Image Live followers, 2.4 million. Okay. Okay. So she is just basically, following someone's really, really successful Instagram. Fine, including someone who went to space in a space elevator or something. Very, very cool indeed. Now, Sarah was trying to transfer a message down to Earth, or somewhere. Odin didn't allow it, but she said she'd go and speak to Nat about it. Okay, on another facility. Like if she was malfunctioning, if there'd been anything wrong with her that people might not have known about. Right. Fountain of Paradise Medical AI. On another facility, like if she was malfunctioning, or if there'd been anything wrong with her that people might not have known about. I could try looking into VT's tech error ticket backlog for any hits. Okay, why were you caring about that 3 years ago? A medical AI 3 years ago. What's going on here? Then just another blog about stuff like toast. Good old toast. I like toast too, but we've got the beginning of some form of little subplot we haven't quite discovered yet, but I suspect just nasal decongestant, nothing major there. Have a little look-see. Gum, nail polish. Just grab the lids there. Hello, what's this? That's just... Wait, what is that? Is that just... is that just food? I think that might just be chocolates. Some special chocolates no one else gets told about. Just your special chocolates just for you. And fair enough too, I'd say. Now a plaque. What's that? Okay, can you translate that for me, please? It's, some form of religious thing. I don't really know what that means. Into your bathroom. Again, see if we can learn anything special, but honestly... Looks like fairly normal stuff in here, unless, of course, that is... Hang on. Always working for your best health. Just... vitamin tablets. She just took... Sorry, I didn't mean to flush your toilet. So nothing much there, but a couple of things. Hi, Sarah. So glad someone wanted one of these beautiful orchids. Remember, not too much water. Just ask if you need guidance on upkeep, plant care tips. I'm here to help. Okay, that's nice that he did indeed give her an orchid, like he said, that was picked up. We saw that before. That's very, very cool indeed. And superior person nourishes himself, remains of good cheer to... Okay. I don't know what that means. Something kind of spiritual or something, I think. New translation, the Book of Changes. Yeah, she definitely has a spiritual side that's a little bit beyond my understanding. Okay, fair enough. I'd say that's everything here. Unless there's anything... Nope, there's nothing in the wardrobe. Let's get back up to there. Have a little look, see what else is going on in medical. So we've got, we've got 2 rooms here. We've got medical storage that clearly is part of this particular area, including we're going to need a key. If we want to get into medical storage, that's fine. We'll be able to find that by looking around, potentially like exploring a little bit as well. And, excellent. Just some nice little healthy health tips advice. And then, of course, beyond there, the exam facilities. And I'm going to guess... that there's a few bits and pieces here. Yeah, once again, we've got medical officers for private consultations, imaging, all sorts of bits. Ooh! Including a skeleton. You just got a skeleton. Brought a skeleton up with you. Did you really need a skeleton? And recent body scans. Right, gonna need a code for that. Okay, this is... Oh, this is good. This is good. What is this even for? I don't know what that's for. That's... just examination gloves. Alright, fine. Just basic examination gloves for examining people, which is good. Excellent. And there's your office right there. Okay. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'd say that's enough for now here, but... Oh, I strongly suspect there might be more of this yet, actually. Might be more of this yet. But seriously, if you've been enjoying this, you owe it to yourself to experience this for yourself. I strongly, strongly recommend you go and experience this yourself before watching any more of me. But I suspect we're going to have a little bit more of this coming up very, very soon indeed, because bloody hell is it good. This is, I think I'm enjoying this more than Gone Home, and I bloody love Gone Home, so this is going to end up in my top 10 of the year. This is definitely ending up in my top 10 of the year. I've enjoyed this so much. The voice acting spectacular. The script's great. I have loved this. More coming very, very soon indeed. But I would strongly encourage you to play it yourself before you watch that. But in the meantime, I've been John. This has been Many a True Nerd. And this has been Tacoma. Thank you very much, and goodbye. Wait, did people just vote out democracy? Hang on, what have you just done? Oh, go on, let's have the greatest Oktoberfest ever. Yay! Spain and Russia have announced a new alliance as a result of the warmongering of certain Central European countries. Oh, well, excuse me! My leader from now on, no weaklings will stand in the way of this country's path to glory. Oh, God, Germany, not again!